Good morning. In the previous class, we have seen binomial coefficients and binomial theorem. Now, in this class, we will see multinomial theorem. Now, multinomial theorem, by the name itself, you can understand that it is speaking about multiple things. So, in our case, in the case of binomial theorem, we spoke about only two variables. So, we were speaking about the addition of two variables x plus y power some exponent n. Okay, so x plus y power n. Now in this case, multinomial theorem, before that we can see that this x plus y whole power n is the sum of two unlike things, while trinomial, if you are, so this is your binomial. Now let's speak about trinomial. Trinomial is three unlike things, so we can have x plus y plus z whole power n. Now with respect to multinomial, it will be x1 plus x2 plus and so on up to xn or xt. Okay, since we are denoting our power with n, better denote this with t. So this is your multinomial, power whole power n. So this is the sum of t unlike things, sum of t unlike things. The binomial theorem provides a formula for x1 plus x2 or x plus y whole power n, where n is a positive integer, so n is always a positive integer, n belongs to z plus. And this formula can be extended to give a formula for powers of trinomials x plus y plus z whole power n, or more generally for the powers of multinomial x1 plus x2 plus and so on up to xt power n. Okay, in this theorem the binomial coefficient, if you remember, was NCR. So for the rth term, the binomial coefficient for this is NCR, x power n minus r and y power r. Now what happens for the binomial coefficients in the case of multinomial? So in the case of multinomial coefficient, whenever we have the powers as q1, q2 and so on up to qt, q1, q2 and so on up to qt are the powers of your x1, x2 and xt respectively. These are the powers, and the sum of q1 plus q2 plus and so on up to qt should be equivalent to n. In that case, the multinomial theorems or the multinomial formulas coefficient will be n factorial by q1 factorial, q2 factorial and qt factorial. I'll explain this with the help of an example, but just to summarize it over here, multinomial theorem, I'm writing everything in this case. So let's see the definition. So in this case, the definition is: the multinomial theorem extends the binomial theorem. It describes the result of expanding a power of a multinomial. The sum of two unlike things, x1 plus x2, is a binomial. The sum of three unlike things is a trinomial. And more generally, the sum of t unlike things is a multinomial. Now, let's see this with the help of a problem. So over here, if I want to find the coefficient of, so the given equation is I have 5 terms. So in x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 whole power 10, I want to find the coefficient of x1 square, x3, x power 4, x1 square, x3, x4 cube and x5 power 4. Okay, so let me just write it over here. This is simply x1 square, x2 power 0. Since x2 is not given, we have to consider x2 power 0, x3 power 1, x4 power 3, and x5 power 4. Okay, so if I calculate, so this x1, x2, x3, x4, x5 are the variables, while the powers can be represented with q1, q2, q3, q4, and q5. q1 is given as 2, q2 is 0, q3 is 1, q4 is 3, q5 is 4. Now if I add it, it should give me the power n or the power 10. So this gives me 10. Okay. Now what will be the coefficient of this? The coefficient, the formula is given as n factorial by q1 factorial into q2 factorial, q3 factorial, q4 factorial, and q5 factorial. So this gives us 10 factorial by, what is q1? 2 factorial into 0 factorial into 1 factorial, 3 factorial, and 4 factorial. So this is the coefficient of x1 square, x3, x4, and x5. Now similarly, I can take another example. Let's take a simpler example. So if you remember the formula a plus b plus c whole cube, it is given as a cube. The reason I am writing this, I'll just explain it in a moment, but for now, the formula is given as a cube plus b cube plus c cube plus 3a square b plus 3b 3a square b plus 3a square c plus 3ab square plus 3ac square plus 3bc square plus 6abc. That is, if I want to expand it, I can do it in this way: a plus b plus c into a plus b plus c into a plus b plus c till I get the complete expansion. Now for this, instead of doing the entire thing, suppose I want the coefficient of just ac square. I just want the coefficient of ac square. Now in this case, how will I get the coefficient of ac square? So basically you are choosing one factor from a. If I am speaking about it in terms of permutations and combinations, you are choosing one of a and two of c. So it can be written as 3c1. From the total 3 choices you have, you are choosing one of a, okay, and you are choosing 2 of c. So there are only 2 left. You are completely choosing 2c2. So this will be equivalent to 3c1 will give you 3 and 2c2 will give you 1. So 3 into 1 is 3. Similarly, if you are choosing one of each a, b, and c, then it will be 3c1. Okay. Now you have chosen a. So you have to, if I'm finding the coefficient of a, b, c, then you have to choose one from b. So 2c1 and then 1c1. So this was 3 into 2 into 1, which is 6. So generally the problems based on the multinomial theorem will be of the coefficient, finding the coefficient type. You don't have to write the entire expansion, but even then we will see the multinomial theorem. So I'll just state the theorem over here. Suppose n be a positive integer, so your power n is a positive integer, then for all x1, x2 and so on up to xt, we have x1 plus x2 plus so on up to xt whole power n. The theorem is given as follows: sigma p. So p over here defines the coefficient, and it is basically the summation of n comma q1 comma Q2 and so on up to Qt, where each of them Q1, Q2 and Qt are the powers of x1, x2 and xt respectively. x1 into x2 into Q2, x2 power Q2 and xt power Qt, where the summation extends over all sets of non-negative integer. So this sigma is on all sets of non-negative integers. So you have to consider each scenario where x1 is 0 and x2 is 3 and 4, if and each of them should be equal to n. So the summation extends over, let me write this, summation extends over all sets of non-negative integers q1, q2 and so on up to qt, and this summation should also give us n, the exponent n. And how many terms will be there in this formula? There will be total c of n plus t minus 1 comma n terms in the expansion, number of terms in the expansion. Okay, so in the earlier problem we had, if you remember this first problem, we have 5, x1, x2 and x5, and the power was 10. So total how many terms we will have? We will have c of 10 plus 5 minus 1 comma 10, t plus n minus 1 comma n terms. Okay, so this will be equivalent to 15 minus 1, 14, c10. So this is equivalent to 14c10, or basically 14c10 is 1001 terms. So total, if you expand this entire multinomial equation, you will get 1001 terms in the expansion. Okay, other than that, let's see one last example. Since it is important for 2 marks, let's see another example. Suppose we have to find the coefficient of x1 power 4, x2 power 5, x3 power 6, x4 power 3, expansion of the term x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 whole power 18. Okay, so we have to find the coefficient, find coefficient of this term. Now let's add the components first. Let's add the exponent first and check whether it is equivalent to 18. So q1 is 4, q2 is 5, q3 is 6 and q4 is 3. 4 plus 5 9 and 6 plus 3 9, which is equivalent to 18. So now to find the coefficient, we have to take it in this way: n factorial by q1 factorial, q2 factorial, q3 factorial and q4 factorial. So n is equivalent to 18. So 18 factorial by, what is the value of q1? 4 factorial, 5 factorial, 6 factorial and 3 factorial. So this is the way we can find the coefficient. Very important for 2 marks, both the theorem which I have just explained in the slide and the problems, the 2 problems which have been given as an example. Apart from that, you can take a few more examples and try to solve it in the same way. And this concludes the topic multinomial